So, yesterday, when I was putting the final touches on preparing for this Facebook Live, I posted a graphic on my Facebook page that is four larger circles that all come together and intersect, and there is one tiny spot in the middle of all of those circles, and that circle is defined as our purpose. Okay? I think of it as our purpose, our superpower, our secret talents, our gifts, whatever they are, but it is the quintessential essence of everything that we do when it comes to work. So if you take a look at that graphic, and you can open up another browser and take a look at that graphic, but it breaks down that which you love, that which the world needs, that which you can be paid for, and that which you are good at. And in those circles, there are four words which are passion, mission, vocation, and profession. And again, they all kind of come together, and there's that one spot that is shared by all four of those circles, and that is what we call our purpose. So I heard this story over the weekend, and I loved it so much. It's a tale from 1962 when President John F. Kennedy was visiting the NASA Space Center, and he happened to see a gentleman who was the janitor, and he was carrying a broom. And so he kind of interrupted his tour and walked over to this guy, and he said, "Hi, I'm Jack Kennedy. What are you doing?" And the janitor looked at him and replied, "Well, Mr. President, I'm helping put a man on the moon." That was his purpose. His purpose was to take care of the facility and make sure everyone had what they needed. But yes, he was a big important part of helping put a man on the moon. Years ago, I was working with someone, and I loved how she said this. And she said, you know, everybody has a different profession or career in life. And in that, they serve a very specific role. She says, I don't care whether you are CEO of a company or you are part of the housekeeping staff. You are never just a teacher, just the same as you are never just a nurse. That we all have a certain job to do. And in that job, we need to do that job to the best of our ability. It's how we show up. Right? If you're a garbage collector, a sanitation worker, be the best damn sanitation worker there is and take a lot of pride in the job that you do. Last night, Barbara Bush passed away, and I've been really moved by so many wonderful quotes and memes and remembrances of her and her impact in her life. And I shared something on my personal Facebook page, which I'm just going to take a look at right now. And I'm going to bring this up because this quote has really touched me in so many ways. And it speaks volumes about the legacy that she had as a, not just a first lady, but really an extraordinary human being. Take all of the politics aside, right? This isn't about being Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian. This is about someone's impact. And what she said was, never lose sight of the fact that the most important yardstick of your success will be how you treat other people, your family, friends, and coworkers, and even strangers you meet along the way. A powerful quote from an amazing woman who really touched so many people, okay? We never know who we're going to come across, but in every single job I've held, I have so enjoyed getting to know the cleaning crew, the housekeeping staff, the facilities engineers. I mean, these are the people who make those facilities run and function, and they do their job with amazing talent, expertise, and passion. That's what is purpose That's what purpose is all about. That's that star in the middle. So let's go ahead and start digging in. So if you take a look at that graphic. So we talk about finding that which you love. The things that you love to do. It is a combination of passion and mission. So just to help us with some common definitions, we define passion as being any powerful or compelling emotion or feeling. We know what passion is. It sits here, okay? It is what absolutely gets us at our core. It lights us up. It is something we do. We might be passionate about someone in our life whom we love. You might be passionate about your spouse, your kids, your grandchildren, a best friend, whatever that is. You might be really, really passionate about the work you do, or maybe you're not, okay? And mission. When we talk about mission, we look at it from both an organizational level as well as an individual level. And the mission is the business with which such a group is charged. So as an individual, if you buy into the company's mission, you're helping move that company forward. Okay? Think about the employees of Southwest Airlines and their mission about providing exceptional service to the people on their team and their customers. And we know today that Southwest family is hurting given the disaster that happened yesterday with the loss of one of their passengers when an engine exploded. But they rally together around the mission of their company. So when you love something, when you love doing something, it is a combination of your passion and your mission. Then there's the things that you're really good at. And that's the combination of passion and profession. Profession, we're going to define as a job that you do in which you are trained at. So you've earned a degree, you've gone through professional development, you've experienced some kind of training that allows you to come in and do that job and gain the expertise at. When I think about working with people who are in like the middle portion of their career, they're really good at what they do because they've been able to gain some skills and demonstrated some technical expertise in what it is that they're doing. Then there's the stuff that we say it's the stuff that the world needs, okay? And that's about mission and vocation. So we're going to define vocation as that particular occupation, business, or profession that we do. I had chance after my conference Sunday night to walk around Santa Monica, and I literally was listening in on a conversation that three guys were having. And there was one guy who was on the phone and he was just screaming at whoever was on the other end of the phone. And he said something like, "What idiot deploys software without testing it?" And like his two buddies that were with him were kind of like chuckling a little bit, but clearly something had gone down at work and did not make this guy happy. And so, yeah, I mean, we have these kind of jobs, right? And so the world needs so much, okay? I need a computer and an external webcam, because that's how I have my office set up, to do this Facebook Live. I need electricity. I don't need it, but I have it. But I have an iPad that's here that, I keep my notes on that I look at from time to time. A cell phone to connect with people. I need clothes, because you don't want to, no, right? So I need clothes. I need, pens and pencils and things to write with. And I need coffee. It's only decaf, but I like coffee, right? But I need water, right? I need water. There's so many things that we need. And when you think about that part of the circle, I'm laughing because my husband's calling me. I need my husband. I love him dearly, but not in the middle of my Facebook Live. So sorry about that. Oh, I'm going to wait for the text to come in and go, oops, sorry. Okay, where were we? All right, so that which the world needs, right? So we all need certain things, okay? And so it is that combination between mission and vocation. And then lastly, it's the stuff that we can be paid for. And that is the melding of profession and vocation. So the job that you've been trained to do and the vocation, which is that particular occupation or business or profession that you have. In business, we say it's about monetizing your talents. How can you find a way to monetize that which you can be paid for based on that which you're really good at, that which the world needs, and that which you love? And in all of that, it comes down to purpose. Okay? All right. So I recently, a friend of mine created an amazing opportunity for herself, and so proud of her. And so she shared this with me, and knowing her, it made total sense that this graphic was so meaningful and relevant to her in what it is that she that she's been able to create. So I thought, well, let me take a look at this graphic and what it means for me. And so I'm going to share this with you right now, right? So when I think back to where I am currently at in my professional life, which is sitting right in front of you right now, I am here because I love education and coaching. Because as someone who spent 25 years in the education arena, both as a classroom teacher, managed an instructional coaching program, worked in assessment, worked for an educational nonprofit, I believe that with a strong education system, we get to develop our future leaders. I believe that everybody is deserving of a thorough and efficient education. And I was so honored to be a part of that community, to serve in that way. And I love coaching because I believe that anybody can benefit from the power of having a coach that is really meaningful to them, that allows them to hold their agenda with fidelity and really help them move to create what they want to create in their life. So for me, my background and expertise is focused all on leadership and career development. But I would be lying to you if I said that sometimes life issues kind of come up when you do leadership and career coaching, because they all intertwine in some way. And so I love being able to serve in this capacity, to work with my clients to help them create whatever comes next for them in their jobs, in their careers. I believe in the power of support, that we all need people within our network that we're supported by. And I believe in lifelong learning and growth, that the minute we stop growing, we are done. We are stagnant. We are checked out. I also believe that in the support networks that we create, we are able to connect. We support others and they support us. I'm a really impactful coach. I help my clients create some amazing things for them in their life. And in that, I also know that I'm an impactful educator, public speaker, professional developer, and a leader. And so I bring all of those things to where I am at now in this profession that I have as a coach. So I want to give a shout out to my friend Brian Turkel. Brian and I got a chance to meet Sunday night when I was out in Santa Monica. He had messaged me and asked me if we could get together for a drink. Brian and I met through our coaching program, shout out to IPEC. And we got into this really interesting conversation about professional labels. And so I walked away from that conversation saying, if somebody asked me what it is that I do, how quickly would I tell them that I'm a coach? I think the answer is that it's a good label unless there's something that comes after it. All right. Because when I think about my purpose isn't coaching. My purpose is helping professionals who are really ambitious about their careers create that next advancement opportunity. And so when someone comes up to me and they say, hey, what is it that you do? I don't say to them I'm a coach. I tell them I help professionals who really care about their career create what comes next for them. And then that gets people curious and they go, well, tell me a little more about that. Or they'll go, oh, so you're a coach? Okay, now we've got a frame of reference to play with. Seeing some of my friends that are joining today. So John, Craig, and Rich, you guys all know we share one common bond. We all bowl together, right? And so you can understand that for me, when I tell people that I'm a coach, sometimes it goes right to, oh, so you're a bowling coach. Well, yeah, I have coached people in bowling and stuff like that, but that is not my full-time job, so to speak. And shout out to those bowling coaches who are, because you do some amazing work. I'm called to be a coach when I think about my vocation because it's about helping people step forward. Helping people step forward so they can do their best work and they can bring that best work to their teams and their organizations. The people that are currently with me live right now, you are amazing to me because you embody exactly what that purpose is for you. I know you well enough and I know the work that you do, that what you bring to the table is something that only you can do. Other people may be able to do the same profession, but they can't do it in the same way that you bring to the table. That is what we have as our gifts, right? And so I consciously choose for me and my work to play in that star, right? That center of those four circles that combine passion, vocation, professionalism, and mission, that they all come together. And so when I left my job in December to open my coaching practice full time, that was so I could play in the star. That was so I could play there because I left a good job working with some amazing people, but I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was able to bring everything that I possibly could to that position and that there was something more. That's when we know it's time to create that next advancement opportunity. That's when we know when we start feeling comfortable, it's about pushing ourselves just a little bit more to get to that edge of comfort where we're ready to start feeling what a little bit of discomfort might look like, where we push ourselves professionally. It is what allows us to say, I get to go to work rather than saying, I have to go to work. And when we truly play in that star, when we play in that moment, that is the combination of all of the things we are good at, we love to do, we serve something in which the world needs, and we are able to be paid for. When we serve in that star, we are in what some people call our zone of excellence. Some refer to it as a zone of genius, and some refer to it as our zone of excellence. So genius, excellence. We get to live there, all right? Rich, you and I are going to bowl later on tonight, and I know when you strike out in the 10th, I'm going to look at you and go, you're in your zone of greatness, my friend, because you're the shiz. You're probably sitting there at work going, oh, good grief, John. All right, good. It's nice when you have friends in here, though. It's all good. All right. So any questions or comments? So, yeah, thanks. Good. See, you know, I could laugh and I could hear you laughing along with me, right? Okay, so my questions to you are this. When you think about the work that you're doing day in and day out, and if you want to play in that star, maybe a little more than what you already are, or even just to get into that star. I want you to think about why you're passionate about your career. I want you to think about why it is that you do what you do and how the world benefits from it. How do you exemplify your professional mission each and every day? How have you professionally developed yourself in order to be good at what you do? What was the last thing you read? What was the last conference you attended? What was the last piece of information that you realized made you better at what you did to best serve your customers, your clients, your organization, the people that you get to do? Tell me, how is your work needed? How is the work that you do needed in this world? And ultimately, at the end, we look for ways to how we can monetize that. I never want to come across and say that money is a bad thing, because I don't believe that it is. I believe that when we are able to do what we love to do and to make money doing it, then that whole other part of our life, that work-life balance kind of thing, allows us to do the things that we love to do and allows us to meet our responsibilities fully, because we are able to have the money to do those things. So I'm inviting you to play a little bit deeper into whatever that star is for you and what that all means for you. And so for me, it is to continue to do this kind of work and to tell you that I love working with people who truly are passionate about their careers. They want to step up and do some amazing things. They are ready to leverage their talent and expertise in some new and exciting ways. They're looking to grow within a company, and maybe they're not getting the kind of support that they need. So they're looking to leverage or gain some kind of support from working with a coach. But I love to work with people who are ready to do some amazing things with their career. And so if you know of somebody that fits that description, introduce us. Introduce us and let's just start a conversation, because I love being able to help people really figure out how they want to advance and what comes next. So I want to thank you for your laughs, your attention today. I want to thank you for spending time with me. I am going to text my husband and tell him what a good laugh we had on the Facebook Live with him calling me in the middle of it. I'll go, oh yeah, I forgot. So it's all good. And Rich, I will see you later tonight at bowling. Craig, I'll see you in a few weeks. John, I'll see you hopefully next weekend at Rockaway. So all is good, and you all be well, and wish you a great rest of the day and week. Be well. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.